Hey guys, and we continue on with the next NHL offseason preview show. Today I'm going to be talking all about the Vegas Golden Knights, taking a look at their draft picks and management, free agents, forwards, defensemen, and goaltending. And then, of course, my offseason tasks at the end of the show. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And let me know in the comments below what you think the Vegas Golden Knights need to do this offseason. Vegas, of course, winning the Pacific Division this past season as well, beating the Minnesota Wild in 6 games in the first round, but then losing in 5 games to Edmonton in the second round. So Vegas will once again look to make the playoffs and make a deeper run past the second round next season. And we will start with the draft picks and management segment, as we usually do. Vegas Golden Knights, no first round pick this year. Of course, when you're a team like Vegas that is trying to win the Stanley Cup, you're probably not going to have first round picks because in order to trade guys, in order to acquire guys and make the best deals, most of the time contenders need to use their first round picks in those deals. So no first round picks for the Vegas Golden Knights. They do have their second round pick. They have Washington's third round pick, their fourth and their fifth round picks. They have their sixth as well as Washington's sixth, and no seventh round pick for the Vegas Golden Knights. Kelly McCrimmon, general manager, Bruce Cassidy, head coach, everything the same heading into the 2025-2026 season, assuming something doesn't change this summer. Taking a look at cap space, the Vegas Golden Knights currently have approximately $9,615,000 in cap space. 4 RFAs to deal with: Cole Schwindt, Jonas Romberg, Alexander Holtz, and Nicholas Hague. They also have UFAs: Tanner Pearson, Victor Olofsson, Riley Smith, Brandon Saad, and Ilya Samsonov. So a lot of UFAs that were on this roster last year, some more than others, of course. And now the Vegas Golden Knights have decisions to make. Only $9 million in cap space. Who are they going to bring back? Who are they going to let go? When I look at the RFAs, the 3 RFAs at the top, I think you can get done pretty cheaply. Cheap deals, short-term deals that won't break the bank. Nicholas Hague is an interesting guy when it comes to the defense. I'll talk a little bit more about him later on. When it comes to the UFAs, Vegas has the opportunity to bring 1 or 2 or 3 of these guys back. Pearson, I don't think will be a very expensive. Brandon Saad will be cheap. Ilya Samsonov, I think, goes to a different team. Riley Smith will have options in the free agent market. Victor Olofsson would be a good guy to bring back for this Vegas Golden Knights team. In the postseason, his first postseason, 2 goals, 2 assists, so 4 points in 9 games. He could be a good player to have in the bottom 6, third line. He's more of a third line player at this point. So Vegas with some decisions to make here, RFAs and UFAs heading into the offseason, but only $9.6 million in cap space. Taking a look at the forward group for the Vegas Golden Knights, Ivan Barbashev, Jack Eichel, and Mark Stone. Probably no surprises there. Those guys have played together the last few seasons. Brett Howden, Thomas Hertl, and Pavel Dorofeyev. That's a very strong second line. Brett Howden had a great year. He really improved in the regular season. 3 goals in the playoffs, no assists in 11 games. But in the regular season, he had 23 goals, 17 points for 40 points in 80 games. So good season for him. Obviously, Thomas Hertl and Pavel Dorofeyev, 35 goals for Pavel Dorofeyev last year, who actually led the Vegas Golden Knights in goals. Second to him was Thomas Hurdle, who plays on his line. So two very skilled players when it came to scoring goals for the Vegas Golden Knights last year. Alexander Holtz, William Karlsson, Nicholas Waugh. On the third line, Raphael Lavoie, Cole Schwint, and Keegan Colasar on that fourth line. Keegan Colasar had a very good season as well, considering his spot in the lineup. 12 goals, 18 assists for 30 points in 82 games. So production on that fourth line. And then Vegas has Tanner Lazinski and Jonas Romberg as well as depth pieces. So overall, I like this forward group. I think it's a pretty decent forward group. I think maybe you would want to have one more guy in the bot that would work in the two middle lines. So a second or third line guy, just in case Brett Howden doesn't exactly fit on that second line. Maybe you kind of move a guy up to the second line. I don't know if Alexander Holtz would be that guy. So I think Vegas could go out and get one more forward for kind of the middle of the forward lineup. Taking a look at left wingers available, I don't see Vegas being really in the running for any of these players here. I don't exactly know what they're going to do this offseason. They're kind of a very interesting team with the fact that they still want to compete and they still want to add guys, but don't have a whole lot of cap space. But the Vegas Golden Knights are one of those teams that are not afraid to make trades. So they could definitely make a signing and surprise people and then make trades as well. So never rule out the Vegas Golden Knights. So there are some options here for left wingers, which is the position I do think they would need if maybe Brett Howden, who is a center as well, maybe fits better on that third line. A guy like Brad Marchand would be very interesting in Vegas. Nikola Ehlers, I think, would be a good addition if he can stay healthy. And then Jonathan Drouin, another good offensive player that I think would fit well with Vegas. Looking at these centers, I don't think Vegas is really in the need for any centers at this point. I think they're pretty set here. Maybe they go after a guy that plays center and wing. So a guy like Mikael Granlund, maybe Ryan Donato. There's options if the Vegas Golden Knights want a center. And then right wingers, guys available here as well. Riley Smith, maybe they re-sign him. He did have 40 points last year, so not an awful season. And he's the fourth best right winger available on the free agent UFA market. So when it comes to points, so maybe Vegas looks to resign him. And then RFAs, I don't really see the Vegas Golden Knights offer sheeting any players. They do have offer sheet capability. They do not have their first round pick next year, so they cannot offer a player between 4.6 million till 9.3 million. So they are a little bit handicapped where the exact amount they can offer a player in an offer sheet, and with the cap space they have available, I don't see Vegas being a team that is looking to offer sheet anybody. So if they were going to get any of these players in this list, I think it would be much more likely that they acquire them by trade, which is possible because, as I said, this Vegas Golden Knights team, Kelly McCrimmon, not afraid to make some deals. Brings us to the defense for the Vegas Golden Knights. Noah Hannafin and Alex Pietrangelo, Braden McNabb and Shea Theodore, Nicholas Hague and Zach Whitecloud. 6 very dependable defensemen. When this group of 6 is healthy, it's definitely a top 5 defense in this league. You got offensive guys, you got defensive guys, and then you've got just experience. So the Vegas Golden Knights pretty set at defense. Caden Korzak, a guy that can jump in as well. And Nicholas Hague, there's some trade rumors with him right now. And obviously he is an RFA. And Vegas does have some depth. where they could potentially move Nicholas Hague if they wanted to free up room cap space elsewhere, maybe for the forward group, or maybe they have other guys in the minors that they would want to bring up. They have options and a very steady defensive group. So I think Nicholas Hague could be available if a team did want to acquire him. UFA defenseman, I don't think Vegas will, if they're trading Nicholas Hague away, it's most likely that they might get a defenseman back in that deal, or they like their depth and they're fine with that. So I don't really see them going after a UFA defenseman. I think it's much more likely that they go after either a second line or third line forward. And that brings us to the goaltending for Vegas, Adin Hill and Akira Schmid. And I think there's questions with the Vegas goaltending, but even with struggles throughout the regular season last year, they still won the Pacific Division. So Vegas has been a team where they don't necessarily need that stud goalie. Adin Hill had a pretty decent regular season, actually. 32, 13, and 5, 2.47 goals against average, and a 906 save percentage. And Akira Schmid only played in 5 games, 2-0-1, 1.26 goals against average, and a 944 save percentage. He's not going to carry those numbers through a full season, but very good numbers for the 5 games he played in. And Adin Hill, while had some struggles in the playoffs, regular season was good. So I don't see any issues here with the goaltending. I think kind of like the defense, they're pretty set here when it comes to goaltenders, which means I don't think they're really adding anyone on the free agent market. Maybe they don't think Akira Schmid is the right backup, and maybe they go get a more experienced backup, but maybe they bring back Samsonov. I doubt that, though. I think they could probably roll with the 2 guys they have and try to improve that offense. So my offseason tasks for the Vegas Golden Knights: explore Nicholas Hague trade. You don't have to trade him. If you keep him, if you can re-sign him, he's a solid player, and he's going to be a good third-line defenseman in this very deep Vegas defense. I think other teams, he could definitely be a second-pair defenseman. But with what Vegas has, he's a third-pair guy. Re-sign other RFAs at cheap contracts. Shouldn't be any issue there. And then sign a top 9 forward, maybe a top 6 forward, maybe a guy who can move up and down just to kind of bolster that offensive forward group. But the Vegas Golden Knights don't have to go out and make a whole bunch of moves. I think they're still a contender for the playoffs with the lineup they have now. I think they're still a playoff team, and now it's about making the moves that might be able to push you over the hump and get you to the Stanley Cup final. So that's obviously what Vegas is hoping, is to win the Stanley Cup, and they have some decisions to make this offseason, and I wouldn't expect a whole bunch of big moves, but Vegas has shown in the past that they're not afraid. So we'll definitely see what happens this offseason. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let me know what you think the Vegas Golden Knights need to do this offseason. Should they kind of stand pat? Do you think they need to add a little bit? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next offseason preview show.